scheduling with MyPurdue. What are the problems that you had when you were scheduling?
Yeah, the main problems I had was the page would take forever to load sometimes. I had to write a bunch of CRNs down, and it always took me forever making schedules. I spent like 2 days straight doing nothing else except for making schedules. And just because, I mean, I guess you don't know if you actually get the exact schedule you want. Yeah. So you have to make several schedules, but that's really, really annoying. And I have so much work to do on top of that, it's just inconvenient.
How would you fix it?
I would just say make the pages load quicker. I know a lot of people use MyPurdue, and I guess it slows it down the system somehow. I don't really know the configuration of it, but I would just say make it run a little bit faster and make it more organized. There's some parts of it that are worthless. Like I think there's a search tab, and if you put something in it, like if you put like a class number or the class name, like nothing comes up. So like there's some parts of it that make it like an inefficient website, and I just think that it needs to be cleaned up a little bit for that to be used.
Would you stick with the general idea of the scheduling?
No, I would change some of the ways that they do it. I mean, maybe
would you do it like manually, like give them your schedule to the advisors?
I don't know if I want to do that because then it's in someone else's hands. I don't know. When you're getting the CRN number, sometimes it's a little difficult doing all that. I mean, maybe there'd be a more convenient way that they could put the CRN numbers somewhere on the MyPurdue site that like you can click on it and then it is just like kind of given on like your name or something. That's basically it.
Thanks, Dave.
No problem.
James O'Cole. I'm a senior in computer and information technology in the information systems track, so I work on a lot of websites, and I'm currently employed by ITAP Informatics.
We're going to interview him on how to fix MyPurdue scheduling. Would you stick with the MyPurdue scheduling?
I probably would stick with MyPurdue scheduling. I think it's nice for students to be able to schedule your own classes and pick your own divisions.
How would you fix the MyPurdue scheduling?
MyPurdue scheduling has a couple problems right now. I think it's hard to look up classes. You have to copy these odd numbers that don't match up with courses and paste them in. It gives you weird errors. The schedule or the sections are full. It just says that it's locked. Other strange things happen. Like I had a class that I couldn't sign up for, even though I'm a senior. I should be able to sign up for anything, but it didn't let me. You have to go through your advisor to get a PIN number, which I think kind of defeats the purpose of even having it online in the first place.
How long and how much time? How much money would it take to fix the problems?
Can't really give a definite answer on how much it would cost. Probably hundreds of thousands of dollars, just because that's how things work. As far as time, they could probably get the system to a much better state in a year's time.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
So after that interview with James, we're going to check out a couple screenshots of MyPurdue. The first one you'll see here is a screenshot of the search page. And just getting here seems to take forever, and it could become a real hassle when you're looking for a lot of classes that seem to all be full and you're trying to get the right schedule. It could be very frustrating continuing to search over and over again when it takes forever to research everything.
This is the section found page. After you enter in all the information from the search page, it brings you to this page. And the days. TR could stand for Thursday in some places, but at Purdue it stands for Tuesday and Thursday. The remaining people for a class is negative. I really don't know why. The link section is kind of confusing. You have to click on one to get the whole class signed up. You also need a recitation and a lecture and lab. The attribute means nothing to a Purdue student.
Hi, this is David Keith from 106, and we're going to interview him on the problems with MyPurdue, the scheduling. What are the problems you've had with it?
It's just a real pain in the butt. You try to look up the class one day, there isn't anybody in the class, and then the next day the class is booked. So it'd be kind of nice if they made it a way so that Sorry, I got something in my throat. So that like you can tell if there's going to be a lot of people in the class, and like then when you have your schedule, your scheduling hour, like you go there, you got your schedule all filled out and everything, and then you try to sign up for the classes, and they're all booked. So that's a real pain in the ass. But yeah, I don't know. MyPurdue kind of sucks. They really need a way to fix it. I'd make a program so that like you can click on all the classes you want and it'll make a schedule for you. But that's about it. Besides that, they should make something new.
Would you stick with it?
Until they make something new, yeah. Otherwise, I can't sign up for classes. So.
All right, thanks.
This is the add classes worksheet, and at this point it says we have an error. The status says closed section. Why is it closed? This is a full section actually, but it doesn't tell you anywhere that it's full. Also, when you add in your CRN numbers, it kind of confused me that I thought you would just add one class at a time. Instead, there's about 10 boxes where you can add a class.
Hi, this is Jared, and we're in the advising office, and we're going to do an interview with the scheduling conflicts with MyPurdue. You want to introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah, I'm Dr. Eberts. Students all call me Cindy, and I'm an academic advisor here in first year engineering.
And what is like the biggest problem with the MyPurdue scheduling?
From my perspective,
Yeah.
yours.
Your perspective.
Oh, probably the greatest frustration as an advisor is that we have a very tight plan of study that the first year students have to do, and in an ideal world they get done in 2 semesters. There's basically 9 classes they have to take. So our students can't really wait to take, those classes the next year. They need those classes right now. So as an academic advisor, my greatest frustration is that we have these classes and there aren't sufficient space for students, and part of that is because the enrollment is increasing so rapidly. And then the other component of why that's problematic is because when we had the old system, we had a computerized wait list. So every department knew, for instance, if there was a shortage of space in, let's say Calc 2, the scheduling deputy in mathematics knew that because they could look at that list, and so they could see, there's 25 students who need Calc 2. Well, the new system does not have a wait list that is functionally equivalent to the old one. Apparently, we hear this secondhand, so it may be hearsay, but apparently there is some kind of a wait list system, but it's so cumbersome to use, it doesn't work functionally as nice as the old one. So one of the problems that we have is you have a breakdown in the system of not knowing what the need is. And it's very difficult as an advisor to look somebody in the face and say, okay, well here's all the classes you need, and you're going to have to sit white-knuckled next to the computer, checking several times a day, you're supposed to be studying, hoping that a space opens up. That is just not education for efficiency. It sort of flies in the face of all the principles that we teach in engineering. So for me, that's really frustrating. So we need space in key classes. There's, if kids come to the university, particularly international students, they need spaces.
So do you think it's the MyPurdue scheduling is better than the old system or not?
Well, any computer system has its pros and cons.
Yeah.
And so to say, is it better? I don't know. It probably, we couldn't keep the old system. It just wasn't working anymore. You can't find COBOL programmers. It was time to change. So that's kind of a question that can't be answered yes or no.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.